Hello everyone, welcome to the next session of Issue of Debenture. Here we are discussing about issue of debenture for consideration other than cash. अब तक हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है कि जब हम इश्यू ऑफ डिबेंचर कंसिडरेशन अदर देन कैश करते हैं इन केस ऑफ बाइंग एनी एसेट तब हम कैसे एंट्रीज पास करते हैं. आज की क्लास में वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस हाउ टू वी पास एंट्रीज व्हेन वी आर टेकिंग ओवर अ बिजनेस. यस, when the company takes over other business which is a running business, it will take over all the assets and all the liabilities of the business which it is taking over. It can be another company, it can be a firm, it can be any sole proprietorship. So that doesn't matter for us that which business company is taking over. What matters is the liabilities and the assets of the other companies. So let's make some notes first of all, and then we will practice it through the questions. So let us see what entries will come. Let us write the heading first of all. Issue of debentures. In case of taking over business. There can be three types. Where debentures can be issued at par. Debentures can be issued at premium. And third, in the last case, debentures issued at discount. Now, before we pass the entries for issue of debenture, we will have to first pass the entries related to business taken over. So that entry is going to be common for all the cases, all three cases. So first I will pass the common entry, journal entry for business takeover. So you will write in debit all the assets. So whatever sundry assets are there, all those assets will be debited in our books, and all the liabilities and the liabilities will be credited. And on the credit side, you will have vendor company also, or vendor, the business which you have taken over. So you will write the name of company, vendor business, vendor company I am writing over here. Fine. Now, in most of the cases, it will happen that your debit side and credit side will not match. So here, the concept of class 11th will come, like if it is balancing figure is coming on the debit side, it will be considered to be goodwill. Or if balancing figure is on the capital side, is on the credit side, it is considered to be capital reserve. Now, what is this? Goodwill account debit or capital reserve account debit. Let us understand through an example. You don't have to write this example, just understand. Suppose XYZ business, XYZ Limited took over ABC Limited's business, and ABC Limited had rupees 1000 crores assets and rupees 900 crore liabilities. and the purchase consideration for which it is fixed is 2000 crore. Now when we'll pass this entry, we'll write sundry assets account debit 1000 crore. We will write to sundry liabilities 900 crore, and we will write to ABC Limited, which is vendor company. Now we see that our account is not tallying, means debit side and credit side are not tallying. We are paying more. And why do we pay more? Because we are not only buying the assets of the company in tangible form, we are even buying goodwill of the company. So whatever is the balancing figure is considered as goodwill. Reason being, we think that, we assume that, and which is whatever extra money we are paying, it's paying because of the goodwill of company. Because whenever you take over another business, what happens, along with another business, you will get the name and fame of the business. Along with that, all the customers of the previous business will also come to you. So that is why we pay extra money for the goodwill. But in case sometime it happens that you have to pay lesser amount. Okay, let us change this figure and see what entry we will pass. So let us see, instead of 2000 rupees, we are paying now over here 500 crore. Or let me just reduce the figure. I'll change two figures. Then I will be able to explain you in a better way. I will just change this. Instead of 1000, let us make the assets as 1500, and let us make the liabilities as 500, and let us make the purchase consideration as 500. Now let me pass the entry. So I will write sundry assets account debit rupees 1500. I will write to sundry liability rupees 500. I will write to ABC Limited 500. Now what do I see? My entry is not tallying. Now this time, what is greater? My debit side is greater, and I am paying less amount to the company ABC, okay, which is a vendor company. It means what? When I am taking over the business, मुझे क्या हो रहा है? मुझे फायदा हो रहा है. When I am taking over the business of the other company, I am actually buying it on profit. Okay, so this profit is a capital nature profit. That is why it goes into capital reserve. And the balancing figure of 500 will go to capital reserve. So need not to say that any one of this will be present in a question. Either there will be goodwill or there is going to be capital reserve. Now if you want, you can even copy down this example. Okay, pause it and copy it down. Now I'll tell how do we pass the entries related to issue of debentures. So when we have to issue the debentures at premium, at par or at discount, how do we do? Let's see. So when we have to pass the issue entry, issue of debenture entry, always vendor company will be debited. And the percentage debenture will be credited. But if the same entry has to be passed at premium, you will write vendor company's account debit to percentage debenture and to securities premium reserve. If I issue the debentures at discount, vendor company will be debited. Discount on issue of debenture account will be debited. To percentage debenture. Okay. Let us do a question and see how these entries need to be passed. When you get the practical question, you will get more clarity about this. So we'll do it in the next video. Let us meet in the next video.